As part of BCSN's 20th anniversary presented by First Solar, earlier this year we announced the top 20 male and top 20 female athletes of the BCSN era. And each week on Sports Nightly, we're featuring one of those 40 athletes. Tonight, we reintroduce you to Jackson Lamb, who had a sports career that may have you thinking what could have been. But he doesn't think of it that way. Justin Feldkamp has his story.
On the mound, he was intimidating. Standing 6'6", Jackson Lamb could bring it.
Toledo area has had some great athletes in the last more than 20 years, but just the group that we put together here is to be a part of it's amazing.
He was an elite basketball player with scholarship offers from MAC and Big Ten schools, but ultimately fell in love with baseball.
Baseball is more of a chess game where, you know, it's you versus the hitter or the hitter versus the pitcher.
He was selected by the Texas Rangers in the 20th round of the 2013 MLB draft, but decided to go to Michigan for college.
Many people don't know baseball only has like 11 scholarships for their whole team, which usually carries like 35 guys. And I had a whole bunch of visits lined up, and Michigan, Eric Backage that was his first year. I was his first recruit that he called, and he offered me a full one, which is on the baseball side almost unheard of. So that was a no-brainer.
Unfortunately, while in Ann Arbor, that's when the injuries piled up.
Almost my whole freshman year, I played with fractured back, and then sophomore year, I tore my UCL, so I missed that whole year, and then I was only able to play limited time coming back my junior year because of the surgery. And then my senior year, I was one of the best closers in the nation, so that was awesome to be able to come back and say, hey, I can actually play a little bit when I'm able to get out here.
He tore his rotator cuff and labrum at the end of his senior year.
I actually had an option to come back for my fifth year. I just couldn't do it. One too many injuries is just kind of lost my love for the game at that point. I poured everything into it in my life at that point, and then for it to be setback after setback is just kind of signs point, maybe this isn't for me.
Despite those setbacks, no regrets for the now 29-year-old. He's grateful for the fact that he pitched at Michigan and can say he played with and against the likes of current MLB players Jake Cronenworth, Casey Mize, Kyle Schwarber, and Trey Turner.
And just like his mustache, Lamb off the charts good at Bedford, still the all-time leading scorer for the Kicking Mules in hoops. He was first team All-Big Ten at Michigan his senior year. He had a .96 ERA. Drafted twice by Major League Baseball, Jackson's become a speech pathologist and is now an EMT and Toledo firefighter, also an assistant coach with the Bedford High School baseball team.